What's up, everybody? It's Calvary Custom Tackle. My name's James. We're going to be painting this textured foiled wee shad from Pretty Lures. We got the tail taped up. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to coat both sides in black, and then we're going to wash it back off so all that black paint stays down in that texture and allows it to show out a lot better. So we get both sides black like that. Then we'll just take some alcohol and we'll take paper towels. We're just going to rub both sides of that to knock the black off and leave a little bit of the black in the texture. Okay, so we got some 91% alcohol on here, and all we're going to do is we're going to go from the front to the back and just wipe it off. You can wipe as much or as little off as you want to. It's completely up to you. But just make sure you're going from front to back so that you don't get into the under back side of the scales. Remember, the whole purpose is to keep it on the scales itself. Now we'll do this side. See, we're going to bring all the foil back out because our final coat on this is going to be with candy. We're going to do kind of like a gizzard shad style. But we want all them scales to show up really good, and the best way to do that is with this black. So that's what we're looking like now. Our next step is we're going to coat both sides in candy yellow. Well, at least the top part right here is going to be in candy yellow. Before we do that, I'm going to hit this with the hair dryer. Make sure that all that alcohol is good and dry so we don't have no reactions. Alright, so we loaded the brush up with this candy lemon yellow, and we're going to try to stay above the halfway line with it and just give it that little bit of the gizzard shad habit. So we're going to try to stay right here at least halfway above, and this is going to be like a layered process because it's candy. We want it to stay transparent so that the foil still shows through. See, I don't know if you can see, we're going to go over several coats, but I don't know if you can see it. Right there's the lateral line. We're going to stay above the lateral line with it. This is going to take several coats to get to the depth of the color we want. We don't want to go up on the face any. See, we got a couple more coats to do. Once I get this to the color depth that I'm looking for, I'll be back. Okay, so we got that, real deep yellowish gold. Now we're going to go across the spine and up here on the nose a little bit with some of the New World's opaque black. It's called Zenith Black. And then after that, we're going to go over the black with some Wicked Charcoal Metallic. We're going to get this deep, dark grayish like gunmetal. And after that, that'll pretty much be it. I don't know what eyes I'm going to put in it just yet. We'll look at those together here in just a minute. But we'll get this black on and then the gunmetal gray on, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we got the black on the top, just a little bit on the sides. I've got the brush loaded up with that charcoal gray metallic. It's the Wicked Charcoal Gray Metallic. Now we're going to cover the black in this. It'll give us like that deep, dark gunmetal style gray on top of it. I will say though, if you're using this one, make sure you dilute it a little extra because it has a lot of pearl in it. Okay, so see now, that's how that ends up looking. This is pretty much finished. I'm not putting any extra paint on these fins because they've already got the black texture in them. Same around the gills. Normally I'd put something on there, but it's already got some of that black in there. So we're going to leave it like this. And I think I've only got one kind of eye that's going to work, and that is a crystal eye. So let me check that, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so I ended up having these red crystal eyes that fit. I liked them better than the other, just a plain crystal, so we're going to go with the red ones. They're just jewels, and I use this BSI MaxiCure. Also get it at Pretty Lures. You're going to hear me talk a lot about Pretty Lures, but they're such a great company, and that's really the only company that I'm going to buy my stuff from anymore. There's really no need to work with anybody else when you get the, the variety, the customer service, speed of shipping. Like, Pretty Lures is the place for us bait makers. They was started by bait makers to help other bait makers out. So we got that red eye in there. Only thing left to do now, pull this tape off, put clear coat on it, which I use BSI. So let's give these eyes just a second to clear, and then I'll be back to put the BSI on it, and y'all can see the final product. Okay, so I use BSI 30-minute slow cures, 2-part epoxy to clear coat my lures. I think it's pretty much the best on the market if you're not doing like a ton of lures. Again, it's available at prettylures.com. Mix it 50-50, and then we're going to clear coat. We'll mix it up. Then we'll hit both sides of this, and then we hang it for 8 hours. I like to let mine hang for a full 24 hours minimum before I touch it. Just feel like it gives it, more shine, better result. But you can fish with this or ship these lures in 8 hours. Depends on whether you're painting them for yourself or somebody else. I don't measure mine exactly. You just flip the bottle over, let the air bubble. There's a little air bubble that pops up in it. Let the air bubble get to the top, and then I just kind of eyeball it from there. All right, see the air bubble's coming up now. Okay, so now we just kind of eyeball it. I've been doing it long enough. I can get 50-50 pretty close. That should be good. Now we'll mix it up. It'll get kind of stringy, milky looking. Then it'll come back kind of clear. At that point, it's ready. It's going to be 30, 45 seconds, maybe a minute of mixing. So while I mix this up, we're going to take a little quick break, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got this good and mixed up. We can go ahead and start trying to clear coat it. I suggest doing this under a brighter light. It helps make sure you don't miss any spots. With all this texture, you want to kind of go backwards into it, and then I go up and down in the scales, and then I smooth it all out from there. But just make sure you're getting in all the little nooks and crannies. Check all your little nooks and crannies around your gills, your eyeballs, your scales. Stuff can easily miss, especially on one of your foiled baits, because it kind of hides the imperfections for a little bit. So if you'll see, we'll take 2-3 turns here in just a second. Just really looking this bait over to make sure that we don't miss anything. As you see, I'm going up this way, then I'll go this way to make sure that we don't miss anything in them scales. That's the easiest place to miss clear coat, is in them scales. So let me finish getting this clear coated, and then we'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to flip the camera around, and we'll get a good look at the final product. All right, so we got it clear coated. We turned it around. We made sure we didn't have any missed spots. This is the final product. See how that yellow really shines through. Just a fun little quick take on like a foiled shad. Should do pretty good. These wee shads swim really well. So again, we are Cavalry Custom Tackle, and pretty much everything I used in my videos today is from prettylures.com. You can get paint there. You can get the blank there. That was the foiled wee shad. You can get your airbrush there. They're an Iwata bronze dealer. The BSI, the paintbrushes for the BSI. You can get everything there. Use code CCT10. I'll try to put it in a link in the description. But on all your orders at prettylures.com, use CCT10. CCT10. Appreciate you hanging out with me, and y'all stay blessed.